We've gotten a great review from your Charlotte performance last week, and we're presuming, I guess we shouldn't assume, that it's going to be very close to that tonight, because you're going to be kind of like, aren't y'all trading off, you and Kelly trading off as far as like who is the headliner? So you're going to headline here, right?
Right. Well, let me get the terminology right.
Okay.
We're not trading off who headlines. We're both co-headlining every night. I am going to close in Raleigh, though.
Okay.
Right?
There we go. Well, here you're doing some acoustic stuff.
Yeah, I've got the Krispy Kremes are here. We're going to have to hold on for just a minute.
Go on, right. Well, we are going to actually play a couple of your songs to sort of give you a little break here and there. Are they warm?
They are warm.
Yeah.
So
I mean,
they're falling apart. That's good.
I know.
Hadn't had a warm in a while. I do a little acoustic stuff. I do some covers. I do some some covers that people wouldn't expect, I think.
Prince, I hear.
Yes.
So I heard and I said, no.
Yes. That's actually the song that the Hip Shake snuck up on me.
Oh, really? Little Red Jacket? No,
Red Jacket.
I know. I got to let it go.
You do need to let it go.
I got to let it go. Like a dog with a bone.
Any Led Zeppelin covers or anything?
No Led Zeppelin.
Not this time around.
Mr. though.
Oh, we heard about that. You come out with Mr.
Carrier?
Yeah. Singing that Greek stuff.
Right.
Okay, blah, 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 blah. Enough of that. Hey,
more about the Red Jacket. Right,
No. I'm done with that. Really.
We're back to close.
Do you have a girlfriend?
Not right now. My dog.
Yeah.
Was pretty much
dog.
Oh, some of them gave you a little teddy bear with Raleigh's picture on it, by the way.
Raleigh I just had a fan give me a sweatshirt for Raleigh, too.
Well, you're not going to dress your dog,
I'm not really going to. Kelly has a real big problem with that, too.
Yeah.
Kelly has a problem with me dressing the dog.
Dressing the dog.
Somebody made a foundation sweatshirt for my dog. The Buba Aiken Foundation sweatshirt.
Oh.
So I don't know. I'm kind of tempted to put that on her.
Yeah. Well, you know what? Just a photo op.
She just got fixed.
Oh,
so
she
we
did?
Need to leave her alone for a while.
Yeah.
She came. I left her in Charlotte. She came into town and she's hung out with my mom and a friend and she's probably going to stay in Raleigh through Winston. And when I come back through Winston-Salem, I'll pick her up.
Now you got some tips through a friend from Monica La Liberty about how to housebreak that dog. Is she housebroken yet?
She is absolutely housebroken. She actually trained herself. I pretty much gave up on it, and once I stopped working on it, she started going to the door.
It's kind of like having kids.
They started going to the door, too, to go see?
Well, only in my dreams. So she's housebroken, limo broken.
Yes, for the most part.
For the most part.
Hopefully she's bus broken, because she's going to be living on the bus, and we can't have her peeing on everything.
We did get kind of a kick out of your entourage this time, because the first time you were here, I think you were in a yellow Saturn or something.
Right.
It was just you. I think you were driving. And then
I might have been, actually.
And then there was a limo, and now there's 3 cars in your entourage.
There are?
Yes, quite impressive. That's what they told us.
Just the camera crew following us. Oh, yeah, we have Access Hollywood is with us today.
Oh, just the camera crew. Well,
it's coming home to Raleigh. Raleigh's getting kind of famous. Yeah, coming home to Raleigh is a big deal. So Access Hollywood's here with us all day long today. So they were following us, and I didn't know there was another one. Is there another one?
Unless it's Ray Vaughn had his car.
Maybe, probably somebody from the label.
From the record company.
So it is. I guess you're right. I didn't even notice it.
Yeah. See, that's how big you are.
No.
I mean, you're just,
Well, let's give you a chance to eat a couple of more Dunkin' Donuts, but we've been playing.
I'm sorry, what kind of donuts?
Excuse me, Krispy Kreme.
Oh, my gosh.
Sorry.
Blasphemer.
Exactly.
Blasphemer.
Took the words right out of my mouth, except I didn't know how to say it.
Well, we'll give you a chance to eat some more pastry. And want to play this. This is the song, for me personally, is my favorite one on the CD.
We play this one a lot on the morning show.
Is this the way?
No.
What is it?
When You Say You Love Me.
When You Say You Love Me,
He
okay.
loves it. We've been playing it a lot.
From the moment I heard the CD, that's the one that just jumped out at me.
Oh,
personally.
good.
So let's play this, and you can eat whatever you want. Okay? And then we'll be back to talk with Sport Club.
And by the way, he did want to talk to you about it. He thinks this should be your next release.
Okay, well, I'll put that into Clive Davis.
Yeah.
I'll say Clive, Bill Jordan says.
That's right.
Yeah, whatever. Click.
Bill Jordan.
All right, he's got Krispy Kremes. We got that straightened out here now.
Eating.
Hey, Clay, last week we spoke with Fantasia
Barrino, right.
Oh.
And here's what she had to say. Do you feel any extra pressure, what with Clay Aiken having been so successful from North Carolina?
I don't know. Clay tried to pull me to the side and talk some junk to me. He was like, you can't come in and, you know what I'm saying, take me to North Carolina and I'm going to get you. So I'm after Clay. When y'all see him, you tell him I said he needs to call me.
I'm not taking it back.
She is a trip.
I told her that she could come in third place and nothing more.
Third place.
Because I cannot be getting my spotlight taken away.
That is funny. No, we all heard, we played a clip from you on the Ryan Seacrest show talking about group number 2, which was 2 weeks ago on American Idol,
right.
And that you were very nice about it, but really that they were bad. And boy, were they horrible. How
I don't
did
know
they
what
get,
happened.
And how did they get that far?
I'm not supposed to talk about it
Oh,
anymore.
oh, you're not. Okay.
No, but I'm gonna. No,
Sorry.
But I'm
no.
gonna.
You know, I think a lot of times it's just that. I think a lot of times what they do is, you know, the judges see them for what 5-10 minutes
Right.
if you, total if you add it all together, and I think that just has something. I mean, they have, just like sometimes people can have an off day. Some people can have an on day, and I think that somehow those people just happen to have on days, and for some reason, just the luck of the draw, they just didn't mix the groups very well, because the group before that week before could have been the top 8. You know, they were all great.
Yeah,
and then
really
the next
good.
week they just didn't mix them well.
Man, yeah, it was pretty bad. Now, what do you think about Fantasia? How far do you think she's going to go?
I think she's see, the show's not just about talent, which she has plenty of. She's got plenty of talent, but she's also got excellent personality.
Yeah, huh?
Excellent personality.
She
And
a
I
lot
think
of
that-
confidence.
Yeah, and I think that has a lot to do with it.
The
you know?
charisma.
That's right. Yes.
Speaking of big words,
Big words. That's almost 5 syllables.
She's got a lot of personality, which really plays well, and she needs to look at the camera more, I think.
interesting, Simon.
I noticed. No. I get really
You don't
picky
do
now.
that.
I get really picky now.
Yeah.
I critique the local news when I go to different cities. I'm like, oh, they didn't look at the right camera. Camera 2, honey. Camera 2. No, because not that I'm a pro, but I just get
Yeah.
used to being in front of.
Right.
And I did notice that, I actually mentioned it to somebody else who told her, I think, but that she's so great in front of an audience, but when you play, but the audience in the studio doesn't vote for you. We had to learn that the audience in
Right.
the studio, I could sing to an audience in the stage,
And wink.
but they're not they're not the ones who vote.
Right.
They don't have phones right
Yeah.
there. It's the audience at home that you have to sing to, and you got to play to them. And she, if you go back and watch that first episode that she was on, she never looked at the camera. She never looked at it because I guess she's probably used to singing to an audience.
Right.
She never looked at the camera, and the people at home, they obviously liked her for her voice. But when they start seeing other people connect to them, I think,
Right.
they'll notice that.
This is maybe hard to explain. Is there that much of a difference between how it sounds when you're there doing Idol and as versus how it sounds through the television?
Yes, yeah.
Because
It's,
I've heard the judges upon every now and go, I went back and I looked at the tape and it was better than I thought it was, or
See, now, every time they say they went back and they looked at the tape and it was better, I think they're full of it.
okay.
Because it always, to me, sounds worse on camera,
Really?
At home than it does in studio. It's kind of like if you hear yourself talking inside your house, or like if you're singing in the shower or something like that, and you get all the echo and whatnot, and it make you like that's why people love to sing in the shower, because it sounds really good. But then you listen to yourself on the answering machine and you're like, what? Oh,
Yeah.
that's the difference. What you get at home is what you sound. People at home get what you sound like on the answering machine, and people in the studio get the echo and the reverb, and kind of like at a concert. At the concert tonight, the auditorium's so big that if I crack, by the time it gets back to some people at the back of the house, the crack's gone. You don't hear it. And if you listen to it at home, you get the mic completely.
Right. Huh. Interesting.
We do a
We've gotten
radiothon, you may
really
know,
deep.
every year. We do a radiothon
No,
for
I-
Duke Children's Hospital. It lasts 4 or 5 days.
Right.
And we talk about, and it's true for us, we absolutely suck the energy out of everybody around us because it's a fatiguing thing to do,
Right.
mentally and physically. Do you do that with the crowd? Do you draw energy from a crowd? You come in. We
Absolutely.
saw you at in the Idol tour here, and you came out of the stage. We've talked to you about this before, and the electricity in the air, and how moved you were by that. And again, when you sang the words "This is the night," is what you've been. And I knew you were singing that song at the exact moment you meant it.
Right.
But can you put into words what that feels like?
No, you can't put that into words, because I think I've always said that you do a show and everybody pays for their ticket tonight to come, and because they give a ticket and they're getting their ticket and they want a show. But to Kelly and I, we're getting just as much of a show, because we sit there and we practice the tour in front of an empty. We went to Charlotte and did a few run-throughs in the Coliseum before the tour started, to an empty house. Nobody there, and the show is complete. And here's this completely. This will tell you right now. When I do the show in front of no one, it's good. I get everything done. When I do it in front of an audience, I get so into it and so energetic, and you just get that feedback, and you get so into it, and you're so excited about it. I've lost my voice by the end of the show. And actually, in Atlanta and Tampa, especially Tampa, I tried to sing "Run to Me." That's like the hardest song I have to sing. It is a bear every single night to sing "Run to Me." And by the time I got to that song in Tampa, I had put so much energy into the show, I don't even think I sang one verse. I just kind of cracked. My voice just went out, because you just get so into it.
Wow.
And it's all because the audience gives you so much feedback, and I get just as much of a show from them as they get from me.